Hello and welcome to episode 74 of Creating a Legend. I am the FM novice, sounding a little bit hoarse tonight, but today is our biggest game ever. Ukrainian Cup final at home to Mauripol, and we have an excellent chance of returning our first ever piece of silverware. So since our last game, which was the Zorya game where we secured our Champions League place for next season, we played against Dynamo Kiev and beaten them 2-0. Ekrem and Jason Alvarado with the goals before playing against Chornomets, a comfortable 4-0 victory. An own goal, Starkov, Rolin and Alvarado with the goals. They had 2 players sent off in the second half. We had 1 in the centre in the second half as well. That Dimitri Crush, but we were secured in the victory by that point, so it didn't really matter. Then we played Zorya, beat them 2-1. Rolin and Mkhitaryan with the goals. They got a late goal back to make it 2-1, but we were comfortable. Before playing against Shakhtar, and it was our kids against their first team, and we lost 4-0. 4-0 down to 23 minutes, and it could have been a lot worse, but we just shut up shop and made sure we got the we kept it at 4 effectively, which is a little bit disappointing, but it didn't matter because we are very comfortably in second place in the table this season. I'm desperately trying to get to the right view, which I'm failing majestically. Still getting it wrong. There we go, we've got it. We're in second place, 12 points behind Shakhtar, but a very impressive 18 points ahead of Olympic D and 21 points ahead of Dynamo Kiev, who finished a very disappointing 4th place. So team for today's game is a little bit changed because we haven't got Dembele, we haven't got Kovachenko, and we haven't got Mikasi because they're all on international duty, which is a little bit disappointing. However, we move on. Sarniowski is our goalkeeper. Right back is Gelchik. Left back is Valenza. Mikhailov and Svatok are the 2 central defenders. Fofana from the left, Chernik from the right, Mkhitaryan, Ekrem and Starkov in the middle with Alvarado up front. We will never have a better chance of winning this Ukrainian Cup. We've already knocked out Shakhtar and Kiev, who are the 2 to beat. I've told the players to do this for the fans, and they had absolutely no reaction whatsoever as Starkov gets the ball, clears it down the line. Alvarado on his own, lots to do. Beats his man, who comes inside, plays it inside, good ball inside, and that is in! Roman Starkov after 8 minutes. Alvarado did fantastically. That is a heck of a 1-2. Starkov got the ball, played it down to Alvarado, who did brilliantly to beat his man. Got to the edge of the box, played it into Starkov, who beat the defender and beat Kucha in the goal to put us 1-0 up after 8 minutes. Fantastic start for us today. If we can get a second goal early, then this game should be done and dusted. Kucha with a goal kick, plays it short to Marcello. Osman, former target back in the early days, but he's nowhere near good enough now, as we've moved on significantly. In other words, he's too expensive for us. Good play in the middle by Mauripol, but we win it back. Mkhitaryan on the ball, finds Starkov, and now Ekrem, deep line playmaker, doing a very good job as a deep line playmaker there. Now Valencia, our left back on loan, probably playing his large game club. Finds Fofana. Fofana whips it in, and that is an own goal. Marcello putting it past his own goalkeeper. Not what you want in a cup final. Valencia playing it down the line. Fofana had plenty of room to pick out a man. He found the defender, who found the back of the net. Things are definitely going our way in the early exchanges of this one. So the half-time score is Gelios 2, Mauripol 0, an own goal and a lovely finish from Roman Starkov. We are going to make a change at half-time. Artem Mkhitaryan has picked up an injury as well as a booking, so he's going to come off. Igor Kogot is going to come on into that centre midfield. Just telling the boys to make sure we don't let standards slip first 15-20 minutes. Do not let them back in the game. Chernik has also been booked as well, but he should be okay to stay out in that second half. I've got Crush on the bench, who will come on at some point, probably in the next few moments. I think I'm going to do it now. Dimitri Krusik are now going to come on for Mikhail Chernik. The regular sort of substitution we make. We always like to swap those 2 around after about 60 minutes. Both of them are very, very talented players, especially Crush, who has got a very, very bright future in the game. Very, very quiet second half of the minute, which suits us down to the ground. 15 minutes to go before we claim our first piece of silverware. I am going to look to make another change. Tansikosh is going to come on for Starkov, simply because he's picked up a booking, and I want to make sure I have 11 players on the field at the end of the game, which hopefully will do into the last couple of minutes of this tie. It is looking like silverware is coming Gelios' way for the first time ever. I say first time ever, we have won the Ukrainian First Division in our first season, but an actual trophy has been a long time coming. We were winning this at the second attempt. We got to the final last season, lost to Dynamo Kiev, but we are going to be victorious today. There was just over a minute to go. I highly doubt they will score 2 goals to force extra time as Tanskiovsky is on the ball into Jason Alvarado. But it's given away. Now Svatok, I'll rock out the centre back, wins the ball. Ekram into Gelchek. Now Tanskiovsky finds Dimitri Cross down the line. If he can play a ball in, it'd be pretty good. He does, and it's headed. It's tipped over the bar by Kutcher. That was for final with the header there. We have a corner, 30 seconds to go. Just keep the ball in that corner, boys. We don't. We try and whip it in. Crush now picks up the ball into the last 5 seconds. Plays it back inside, but they're going to clear away. And the referee is going to look at his watch, and that is the final whistle. Gelios have won the Ukrainian Cup. That is beautiful. That is music to my ears. That is sensational. The yellow and black is falling down. We are celebrating a trophy. There's a button called presentation. What is that? I can watch us walk round with a trophy in our hands. There I am at the front lifting the trophy. As I say, beautiful, majestic. Hopefully the start of something amazing. So that is it for today's episode. In the end, quite a routine victory, but we got a cup at the end of it, and that is all that matters. I have been the FM Novice. You have been my lovely audience. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I have, as you may tell, and I will speak to you again very, very soon. Good night.